Hey y'all, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Today we're trying Fresh Pressed Juice Bomb out of Sloop Brewing Company from Hopewell Junction, New York. Thank you for joining us.
Greetings and salutations. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer we are drinking and reviewing. We've got what we hope will be a fun beer to review today. But before we get there, be sure to like and subscribe and cheers that notification bell. Also, check us out on social media. The links will be below in the description. And check us out on Discord. Hop in there and say hello to all three of us. We'd love to see you there. I've got Andy in the attic. I've got Jay. I am Ben. Gentlemen, what are we drinking today?
Fresh Pressed Juice Bomb. It's a New England IPA out of Sloop Brewing Company in Hopewell Junction, New York. And what was the other one? Hampton, New Hampshire. Hampton, New Hampshire. Mm-hmm. Mine is getting warm thanks to our off-camera jabbering.
And jabber we did. So it is cracked. It is pouring.
It smells delicious.
Has anybody had this one yet?
I've had several Sloops, but I haven't had this one.
And where did we get this?
And I got it.
City
I picked it up.
Birmingham.
Yeah, I picked it up there. So I've got the rest of the 6-pack waiting, and so I've just been staring at it. So
color.
It is. It's a wonderful haze to it.
Yeah.
Well, without further ado, cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
In a minute.
It's been a minute in real time since we've actually been able to get together and record. Not so much in release time. So definitely happy to be back with you, gentlemen, to review another beer and talk about it as we do. So what can you tell us about this one, Andy?
Talk about the juice, man.
Yeah, it comes through.
So this is a variation of their Juice Bomb New England IPA. So they add the orange peel, orange zest, and a little more orange to it to make it even juicier. So 7.2%, 0 IBUs from what I could tell, but I can't trust everything on that. Their website wasn't too informative. So I looked up a little bit about them. They were formed in 2011. And Sloop Brewing is named after the type of boat, the sloops, that were transport goods and people up and down the Hudson.
It's right there in their logo. If you see the little ship, the sailboat, that's a sloop. That's a sloop.
Yeah, it's a single-masted boat. It's got a head sail and a mainsail.
Yep. It almost has a little bit of a grapefruit type flavor in it. I know it didn't say grapefruit in there, but some of the orange comes across that way.
I'm just getting a lot of orange.
Yeah, I mean, when you say that, I can taste it. And mine from a color standpoint almost has a more of a grapefruit color. It's kind of more of a lighter yellow in color.
They're all in the same citrus family, so.
And I can see, because from what I wrote down at 0 IBU, I can understand it might be truly a 0 IBU. There's not much better to this.
It could be. I mean, the fruit cuts it really well.
Yeah.
It could be that they're using more of the traditional oranges rather than like some of them that they say blood orange, where you get more of that red color, and like you're talking about, Ben.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
It's good though. I got to slow down or else I'm going to finish it. We're done.
Got to save a little for the end.
Thirsty Andy, huh?
Thirsty Andy.
I have had the Juice Bomb, just their regular before.
Yeah.
I imagine, Ben, you might have had it being up there in New York at some point or another.
I don't remember having it. Again, I wouldn't have reached for the IPAs, necessarily. And I didn't really log Untapped too much when I lived in New York. I wish I would have done it more, but I just didn't. So I don't know for sure. But if I had to guess, I'd say no.
So. All right. Well, let's rate it.
All right. Let's do it. I'll go first. I like it. It's very, very tasty. No bitter really to speak of. So you got me there. I mean, that's going to be the first one for me. If that bitter is not there, I'm going to definitely be more apt to like it. So I'm going to give it a 7.5. I think it's good.
For me, that just that great citrus smell, the juice, you can smell juice coming off of this thing, and good use of the hops. I wish I knew which hops they used. It didn't say, because you get the floral, a little bit, the hint of floral hops, but without the bitterness. So, but adding that extra orange peel made a big difference. It's a really refreshing IPA. And so I'll give it an 8.0 on this one. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm with you, Andy. This is almost a summertime refreshing type.
Yeah.
As we head into the fall season, I really like it, and the citrus and the juice is there, like you said, and it's not. I mean, it's deceptive because I think this is 7.2%.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't taste like a 7.2% at all. I mean, that's teetering on the higher end, but I really, really enjoy this, and I'm disappointed that you have the rest of the 6-pack and not me. So I'm going to go with an 8.5 on this one.
Yeah, and I think just to kind of wrap back around and say a couple of things I meant to say, and to add to what you said there, Jay. I mean, I think if you handed this to me and said, "Hey, what do you think the ABV is?" I mean, I could easily say a 4 or 5. I mean, it's 7.2 is very deceptive for this. I think also you do get that orange peel on the back end. Definitely comes through and lingers a little bit, which I think is good. I think it adds to the flavor of the beer and really makes it one that, I'm definitely a little jealous as well that Andy went and bought this and he's keeping them all for himself.
Sure. Well, being more of the IPA drinker, it's a great one, especially on the citrus side. I do love the citrus IPAs. So.
All right, that will give us an 8.0 for the fresh pressed juice bomb. New England style IPA from Sloop Brewing out of a couple places. Rewind
Junction, New York. Rewind, yeah.
Just rewind. Start the video over and watch it.
You lazy host.
Yeah, so get lazy here sometimes. But definitely a really interesting IPA. You guys should definitely give this one a shot if you come across it out in the wild. But until then, be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell to be notified of our videos in the future. Check us out on social media as well. Come say hey in Discord. For Andy in the attic and Jay, I am Ben. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.